having the perfect day in Disney World today.
Okay, great.
You're scared. You're scared. Why are you scared?
Because you always tell me to show up, and today I have no idea what we're doing.
Yes, and that is because my 80-year-old grandfather planned our perfect day, and he hasn't been to Disney World since 1982.
There were only 2 parks then.
Yeah, a lot has changed. Don't look now, but his favorite thing about this Disney World is happening.
The monorail going through the Contemporary?
Yes. For context, my grandfather is a prolific HVAC engineer.
Yes, HVAC.
You don't know what HVAC is?
It's air conditioning?
Yes,
Oh,
correct, correct, yeah. He literally has books on it.
Like he wrote books?
He wrote books on Amazon. If you Google my grandfather, you'll find his books on
Cool.
HVAC. You should read them. You'd probably be like, who's buying this?
You know, our target audience is air conditioner enthusiasts.
Air conditioning enthusiasts. To be fair, we are air conditioning enthusiasts.
That's very true.
Deeply. In fact, the contribution that my grandfather's made to society.
Honestly, sir, I salute you.
This was literally the #1 priority that he had, so I was like, we have to start our day there.
That's awesome.
He also stayed at the Contemporary during his trip.
Solid choice.
Yes, one of the only choices at the time. He shared that one thing he would absolutely never do on a Disney trip is stay off site because it was so convenient to be right in the middle of everything. And Disney World is so exhausting, even in 1982, that staying on site was like totally worth it for them.
So what you're saying is your AllEars persona is genetic?
All in our hands, this life of time.
Anyway, my grandfather is a very normal grandpa name. Do you want to guess it?
Okay, let's get it. Bill.
Well, no, what I call him.
Oh, Pappy.
No.
Grandpa.
No.
Papa.
No. Although
Gramps.
Papa was my mom's dad.
Okay, so Gramps.
Not Gramps, no.
Grampy.
No.
G-Guy.
No.
Run out of names.
All right, it's Gumpa. I don't know how you didn't
That's
guess that
cute.
one. His real name's Herb.
Herb?
Yeah, Herbert.
Herbert. Well, we have something in common. Herb. Sage is herb.
Oh!
See?
All right, I have a quote from my grandfather, and I'm going to say it, and you're going to act it out while I'm saying it.
While you're saying it.
Yes. Ready?
Yes.
But to me, the highlight was the monorail system. When it pulled into the hotel lobby, that was great. Oh, it's happening. Whoa, that was incredible.
Magic! The magic of filming.
We are headed to the parks today, don't worry. We just wanted to start our day where my grandpa would have started his day, which was right here at the Contemporary. It looks pretty different, but the core shell of the building looks about the same as it did. It looks really the same. This mural was here. It's what my grandpa would have seen.
Hey, does it feel weird that we're like following, like a lot of times we're in these videos, we are following in the steps of, you know, like some viewers or some people who made this, but does it feel like, do you feel like a deeper sense of connection that we're following in the steps of your grandfather?
It's kind of cool, right? Like, I'm having a bit of a fun time with it.
That's cool.
Also, that's like a great point, is usually when we do this, we're following huge, massive Disney fans, like, days.
Yeah.
And they know everything there is to know. They watch AllEars, so they're absolute experts.
Right.
And so this is going to be a bit different of a day here of what we're doing.
Because again, he hasn't been back since 1982.
Yeah, here's just a little quote from before he ever went to Disney World, talking about his kids. I have vague recollections of them talking about Disney World, but it seemed to me it was just a fancy amusement park a long way away while Carowinds was in our backyard. So that's kind of where he was at. But he did have the parks he went to. You can probably guess which ones they are based on the year. We are going to 2 today.
And let me be clear, neither of us were born.
Neither of us were born. Neither of us were born for a while. But we are first going to do something that he did not tell us to do. But if I know my grandpa, we have to do, and that's get a cup of black coffee. I'll drink the black coffee.
Gosh.
You can drink whatever you want.
What? Black? Do you
Yeah,
drink?
I drink black coffee now. You didn't know this about me? It's new. It started this
That
winter.
is new.
He did not want to do this, by the way. When I emailed him, I said, do you think you could answer a few questions about Disney World so I can do a My Grandpa Plan My Day video? And he said, oh, honey, I don't think I'm the right candidate for that.
Hey, at least he knows himself. That's
Yep.
some good self-awareness.
And I said, Gumpa, that's exactly why you're the right candidate for this. And then he said, not sure I understand that, but I'll do my best.
Oh, that's sweet though.
Yeah. Contemporary Grounds, I highly doubt this was here in 1982, but it is a coffee shop now. It does serve specialty coffees as well as just black regular coffee, and teas and such. One thing about this spot, just a pro tip, if you're staying at Contemporary or even if you're just on the monorail loop, the hours listed for this are never correct. The only way to know if this is open is to come and look at it, and if there's a person behind the counter, it's probably open. We are walking to Magic Kingdom at this time with our coffees.
I don't think this is not coffee. This is apple juice. I've got a weird thing about apple juice.
He loves apple juice.
I do. Yeah, this is something that 80-year-olds might drink.
You're maybe more pulling the role of my dad's younger brother on the Disney trip, and when he was I don't know maybe like 12.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I don't think this walking path from the Contemporary to the Magic Kingdom. I don't think it's necessarily something that Gumpo would do.
Honestly, it might be, because one thing about my grandfather is that he is extremely efficient in all things. For instance, one of our rules today is we can't wait more than 15 to 30 minutes for something.
Oh, what a treat. I love that.
If it's going to take longer than 30 minutes, he said we would just go find something else to do. So that is one very key fact about today. They also saw, you won't like this as much, they saw no parades or shows. So
I at the time, but I think now he might be like, well, let's go sit in the AC and see some shows.
For sure. Well, also he meant live shows, like actual go sit in a theater shows or watch at the castle shows. He actually did love attraction shows. So we've got a couple of those in line today.
To be fair, Magic Kingdom and Epcot don't really have that indoor live
they're
aspect
not like
anyway.
Hollywood Studios, yeah.
But we have found that taking the walking path from the Contemporary to the Magic Kingdom is actually going to be a lot faster, because that's how the monorail route goes. If you're at the Contemporary, you actually have to go all the way around. You'll visit all of the different stops, hotels, the TTC, all the above, before you get back to the Magic Kingdom. So it could be the difference of a
20-minute ride.
20-minute ride versus a 10-minute walk.
Yeah. So it's much faster to walk if you're willing and able. And this is the shortest walk you can take from anywhere to Magic Kingdom.
We have officially made it to the Magic Kingdom in present day, not in 1982.
Can we go in that shade? Was it cooler in 1982?
I don't even know. Here's the thing about these days is every time Quincy's like, yeah, just show up today. We're going to have a fun day. It'll be great.
In my grandfather's words, when Epcot opened, we decided to visit that with the older amusement park as sort of an add-on.
This is the older add-on amusement park?
You may be familiar with the older add-on amusement park, Magic Kingdom. And his comment on it was, I really enjoyed Epcot and the kids liked Magic Kingdom the best. So he was like, you can do both. So we are starting at Magic Kingdom, mostly because it makes the most sense for our day, because we've got a dinner reservation at Epcot later.
Oh,
yes.
Fun.
The only food my grandfather remembered eating, we are going to be eating it today. The first thing I think we're going to do is Carousel of Progress.
That totally tracks.
And the reason we're doing that is actually nothing to do with Carousel of Progress. It's because my grandfather said that the moving seating at Epcot was really fun. Going from one venue to another without having to get out of your seat was really novel and enjoyable.
So that was Universe of Energy.
I believe so, hence the shirt. Universe of Energy and its successor, Ellen's Energy Adventure, have been replaced with Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, which does not seem like my grandfather's speed.
No.
So we are going to go to the only place where the seating moves you from one experience to another at a theater, and that is Carousel of Progress.
Let's go.
Yeah.
The Carousel of Progress is about a 20-minute animatronic show where the stage is stationary, but you move around the theater to see different moments in this one specific family's life and how technology changes around them. But the family is still the same. Recently, at D23, they announced that Walt Disney will be an addition to the Carousel of Progress. This is super cool because this is one of the last things Walt Disney worked on at the 1964 World's Fair. It was in Disneyland, but now this is the only one left. So it's cool that they're adding this Walt Disney animatronic to this attraction.
I absolutely recommend this one, even if you're like, that sounds a little boring. It is really cool to see the current version of this attraction that's so historic and all of the animatronics that are in here. It's just an awesome show. So let's check it out. Favorite scene on Carousel of Progress?
Christmas, the present day. No, that's a lie. Hot take. One of my favorite scenes is the one that, after the Christmas scene, where you hear the 90s remix version.
To be honest, same.
Big,
the
Beautiful
finale
Tomorrow,
scene.
the
There's
For
nothing
you and me.
on the screen at that time, or on the screen, on the stage. My favorite, I think, is the one where they get electricity and all the electricity stuff opens up and does the little
blackout for a second.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite one. I love them all though. I also like when they're getting ready for Halloween.
I'm super excited for the Walt Disney edition. I am very curious to see, because that is always a walk-on, because it's a continuous thing. But once Walt Disney is there, I'm so curious to see what that does for our lineage.
Yeah, so if Great Moments for Mr. Lincoln in Disneyland is any indication, which has now become a Walt Disney show with the brand new Walt Disney animatronic, it is still, you can walk right up and do it in the morning and late afternoon, early evening, and then until late at night. It's just in the middle of the day, it does get kind of a peak line scenario. So that would be my guess. And I'm sure for the first few days it'll be crazy, but when all the mega fans are there. But I think once you get to your average guest, it'll just be like a nice change.
Well, the important thing about this is that this is a people eater. So
It is a people eater.
Every 5 to 7 minutes they are loading a new
Yes, and
full
the theater is pretty large, and we rarely am I in a theater that's more than 60 to 70% full.
Right.
Max.
Yep.
So I think that it will be eating people. So you're right. That's
What?
great. You called it a people eater.
Just to say, it will be eating people is a wild
It will
statement.
be eating people. Now, this is a perfect day planned by my grandfather, and Magic Kingdom wasn't really his jam. He liked Epcot a lot better. That said, the kids did. And so we are including a bit of their enjoyment that my grandfather remembered here. He remembered meeting a few characters, specifically meeting them on Main Street, USA, which is not where you meet one of these characters now.
Oh.
Because it is Goofy.
Oh, fun.
You meet Goofy back in Storybook Circus. You wait in one line and you get to meet Goofy and Donald. That's what we're gonna head to do, see our pals. Meeting characters is something that's fun, even when you've got a little bit older kids or you're an adult yourself, just because it is so Disney and it makes really cute pictures. And for me, a lot of the times it makes you feel like a little kid again. So just something worth doing at least once, even if you're kind of hesitant about it.
I like what you said last night, and I don't even, I don't know when this is dropping compared to all the other things. You recently were talking about that we are professional character interactors.
Yeah.
And I think, but even though I still get a little like, oh gosh, am I gonna say the right thing?
Yeah. It's funny. It's like a weird thing to be nervous about, but the good news is characters are awesome. They are great at meeting you where you're at.
Yep.
And that means that even if you walk up to them and stare awkwardly into their eyes,
They'll meet you where you're at.
They'll stare awkwardly back.
They'll stare off, baby.
No, they'll hold the weight of the conversation or weight of the interaction. Yeah, we're gonna meet Goofy. The other character that they remembered meeting was Snow White on Main Street, which actually Snow White sometimes does meet on Main Street. So we might glance and see if she's there. Now, typically, if Snow White is meeting, it is listed in the app, and she is not listed for today. But you never know who you might catch, so keep your eyes peeled.
I have seen rotating princesses in that corner, anywhere from Mulan and Snow White.
Yeah.
Those are the two that I see the most in that little corner.
It's important to go take a look with your eyes at the lines. The wait times are often inaccurate, so just go in there and take a look at how many families are in the line. The girls, Daisy and Minnie, are typically more popular and have a super long line right now, but that will probably fluctuate to be at least a little lower than this. This is a really long line. Whereas the boys, Goofy and Donald, we're behind 4 families. Goofy, we had to come see you today because we're doing something very special.
Very special.
We are following my grandfather's itinerary from 1982, the last time he was here, and he met you.
And he met
yeah.
time,
Do you remember it?
1982.
Wasn't that long ago. You do? You seem like you have a good memory, Goofy.
Yeah. And the wrinkles, you haven't aged a bit.
No, you look
haven't
fantastic.
aged a bit.
Yeah,
Really
the
good
skincare.
skincare.
Could we take a photo to show my grandpa?
Oh, I love it.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Yes. It's the astounding Donaldo.
Is that
Oh, great
Donald?
to meet you.
Hey, yeah, in the
So
flesh.
good, so
I love
good.
it. In the feather, I guess. How
I
you doing,
love it.
Donald? You done any snake charming today? Really wowed the folks? Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, you're right.
Oh no, she's being hypnotized.
Whoa.
Now for the rest of the day, anytime I say Donald, you have to quack. You've been hypnotized.
No, that'll happen. That'll happen.
Donald.
Quack.
Yes, nailed it.
We met Goofy and Donald as a bonus because you can't just meet one in Magic Kingdom, and Sage broke his phone case. And you want to know why? They didn't have phone cases in 1982, Sage. Can you please get with the program? So next up, we are going to head either to do the only attraction my grandfather mentioned by name. He said that when they were in Magic Kingdom, they definitely did some of the more popular attractions at the time. And the one he mentioned by name was Jungle Cruise.
Oh gosh.
Yes, I imagine that they also did Pirates of the Caribbean, and Haunted Mansion was open by 82, I believe, so maybe Haunted Mansion.
Well, I'll be curious to see how long the line is because per your grandfather, we did not rope drop today.
Yes, exactly. So we did not come in early, and that is because that's totally not my granddad's speed. A lot of times we get comments that we rope drop on every perfect day, and that's very true because on a lot of perfect days we are trying to maximize the amount we get done. But in reality, a lot of people do not rope drop. That's arriving before the park opens. I never did that growing up. We arrived around park open at the earliest. I would not do that necessarily on vacation to this day just because I would rather have a little more, energy a little later than be up super early. I'm not a morning person. That said, the actual best way to do it, if you're not trying to maximize, is to get up and rope drop, take a break midday at the hotel, and then go back out in the evening as the middle of the day is when it's the hottest, the crowds are the most dense, the food lines are all long, and the ride lines are all long. So use that time of the day to take a rest.
Which
and
for
come
people
out.
with families
Yes.
is exactly, you get rid of that midday burnout. For where I am in my life, that's the time that my toddler, my almost 2.5-year-old takes a nap. So it just makes sense. There's no need to take a nap, a stroller nap. If you're here, if you have a resort, go and get a proper nap and come back and party for the rest of the night. Remember the thing I used to recommend was like, hey, have a quote unquote vacation day in the middle of your trip to
like a resort day?
to reset. I actually think that having the last day be your reset day to chill out, but because oftentimes people say, oh, I need a vacation from that vacation.
Give yourself one.
Yeah, I have found lately that if you schedule one more day and that last day is just hanging out by the pool, maybe doing a little shopping and eating at Disney Springs, that I'm able to have that reset before I have to go back to work the next day.
Yeah, that's a great tip. We're gonna head to Sea of Jungle Cruise. Now, yes, I could check the wait time in the app, but you know what they didn't have in 1982?
Technology.
Well, they had some, but they sure didn't have apps.
Electricity.
Oh, they had that too. All right, moment of truth, 40.
40, that's not terrible.
No, it's really actually good for Jungle Cruise, but you know what my grandfather says?
We don't wait.
If it's longer than 30 minutes, you go find something else to do.
All right.
I think we should find something else to do in Magic Kingdom, and maybe we do another classic attraction. Maybe we go see if Pirates is 15 to 30.
Let's do it.
This is my favorite game where Sage says, no, we're not waiting
No
that.
way, we're not waiting
And I say,
that.
it's not 30, Sage, and then we get in the line.
And then
I'm always right.
No, but then okay, then we bet on it. If you're right and the wait is under 30 minutes, then we get to go to La Cava
Okay, all right. And
but-
if you're right.
And if I'm right and the wait is over or 30 minutes or over, then we get to go to La Cava.
Oh.
No. Then we get to go to GO82.
We can't get in there. We pirated and also Caribbean. That was your line.
And Quincy cheated.
I did not cheat. It was 29 minutes. It was 29 minutes exactly. I did not cheat. We got in there at 51. That's 29.
It was 29 minutes. It's on some clocks.
Now, since we are putting my granddad's 2-day park vacation into one, we're not doing too much more here in Magic Kingdom. Some other things that I think might have fit the docket would be like People Mover, Haunted Mansion, and we are gonna see if we get lucky and Snow White is meeting on the way out of here. But if not, it'll be on to Epcot, my granddad's favorite park, and one that has changed dramatically since the 1980s. But we're gonna try to capture the spirit of an opening year Epcot experience, which is when they went, to our best ability.
Wait, and that means that means, oh gosh, what was there in 80? Was the Barbie show there?
No, not in 82.
Okay.
That's like a 2000s thing.
That wasn't a 2000s thing.
Yes, it was.
No, look it up. Okay, now I'm gonna open it.
Well, maybe it wasn't actually. I don't think it was 82 though. Maybe 90s. Now we're fighting about the Barbie show in Epcot. Woo!
Yeah!
Monorail!
I bet you're probably in the building.
Best part of Disney World. I don't actually fully disagree with that. I love this thing.
I think it's pretty cool.
So, and also in 1982, this would have been really cool.
Do you think Gumpa would what do you think his thoughts would be about the Skyliner?
He'd like it, but he'd like the monorail better.
Just because it's more grounded?
I mean, I just think that the monorail is cooler from an engineering perspective. Like, monorail was actually a pretty new thing.
And there's no HVAC in the Skyliner.
And there's no HVAC in the Skyliner. This is the convenience that my granddad was talking about. You get off the Magic Kingdom monorail, you get to cross right over to the Epcot monorail. Super convenient to get over there. And the monorail comes pretty often. In fact, it's pulling up right now. Look at that timing.
Crazy.
So we just have to hop on the Epcot monorail and then we'll be over at Epcot.
I will say sometimes you do have to wait a little bit for this specific monorail.
15, 20?
Yeah, because it is about a 15-minute
Back and go around, I guess.
around, yeah.
Norway and Morocco weren't there.
Well,
Okay, we
days.
won't do anything in Norway and Morocco today then. We're not even gonna look at them.
We're not even going to look at them. Just Mexico. Yeah, Mexico, China, Germany, Italy, the American Adventure, Japan, France, United Kingdom, and Canada were the 9 opening.
I need you to know I've been really trying to find something that actually tells me about opening day clearly, and I just find one. You want to know what website it's on? AllEars.net, baby. That's what happens when you've been around since the 90s. Spaceship Earth is, closed. Oh, we were going to do Spaceship Earth.
I forgot about that.
That sucks, because this obviously was open in 1982 as one of the namesakes of the park. It's pretty different now, having gone through a couple iterations. But a lot of the bones of it are still the same, especially for the first half of the ride. We were going to do Spaceship Earth. It is down for refurbishment right now. So through the magic of movie magic, I think that we should include it in our day. Anyway,
I like that.
so you guys have fun on Space Earth. Epcot is probably the park that has changed the most since it opened. I mean, the Epcot transformation just recently got complete, and that was a new transformation after many changes had already been made to Epcot. It's just I mean, World Showcase has stayed relatively the same except for some additions, but the part of the park formerly known as Future World, dramatically different.
But I think that's okay. I think progress is okay. I mean, it's all the time. Like, while we miss some of the things that used to be around, Walt Disney says, you know, Disneyland, and it also means Disney World, never be finished.
Yep,
Always, but I think that keeps it exciting.
Yeah, and I think also it's like perfect for Epcot, which is the experimental prototype community of tomorrow.
Yeah.
Was the initial idea where it was literally going to be a livable community. You can see the model for it on the People Mover. And that didn't pan out the way that Walt envisioned it, but it did pan out into an incredible theme park where you can travel the world in about a 1 mile loop, and you can see a lot of the innovations of tomorrow. Changed a lot over the years, but it's still a pretty incredible theme park. And honestly, there's nothing really else like it.
This is Communicore Hall.
It's actually not as different as you might think from the original Communicore.
In function, from a transformational scenario.
The original intention of Communicore was to be sort of the Main Street USA of Epcot that had a bunch of future technologies exhibited, and it was supposed to change forever. That then became Innoventions, which similar was supposed to change forever. And Innoventions
continue to welcome like new and exciting inventions.
Yeah, and partnerships with brands,
yeah,
which was big even in the early days of Epcot. The Innoventions did end up kind of dying off, where it was kind of just a large empty air-conditioned building by the end of it, which is great.
There were still fun things to do. Yeah. I loved Innoventions.
Yeah, but it was taken out in the Epcot transformation, and now the nod to Communicore we have is just shares the name. It's really just this new kind of flex space.
Holding pen.
Called Communicore Hall. Holding pen for the toddlers.
Holding pen for the toddlers.
So you put your toddlers. That's not true. You would have to stay with them. All right, we're heading into World Showcase, where we are going to see the 9 countries of World Showcase.
We will not look
Only 9.
Oh, we will not look at the other 2.
There are certainly not 11, because it's 1982.
This video was my grandfather planned my Disney World
but
day. Now it's we've traveled back in time.
Doing Disney World like it's 1982.
Doing like it's 1982. Which is a fun thing to put on a shirt. I'm gonna do Disney World like it's 1982.
Yeah. Well, here, how about this? How about we get a snack at the Odyssey, which was open, and then have Regal Eagle for lunch?
That's great.
And we have a reservation for dinner.
The Odyssey was open.
The Odyssey was open. And the Odyssey now does not serve food year-round, though it was a full restaurant back then, I believe. It now serves food during the festivals and operates as a festival booth, one of the larger ones with the most indoor seating.
Currently, we are at the time of the Wine Festival 2025, which we have a full video up on the channel where we talk about the best and the worst happening here at Food and Wine Festival. This is the Brew Wing Lab, which is where you can find all your fun wing discoveries. But what's fun about this is that it is themed to the Muppets. Dr. Honey Bunsen Dew and Beaker have kind of been over this.
Honey Bunsen Dew.
Sorry, Honey Bunsen. What is it? Dr. Hunson Bunny.
No. What? Dr. Bunsen Honeydew.
Goodness gracious.
That was wild.
Dr. Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker
Dr. Hunson Bunnydew
have taken over the Odyssey, and they've created some wings that are like maybe a little wacky, still pretty good, but a little bit Muppety, if you will.
Definitely one of the more involved festival booths and one of the more popular ones. A fun fact is, though I've tried the pickle milkshake when someone brought it to me, I have never been to brewing at the Food and Wine Festival.
This is your first time?
Yes, I've been to this booth at other festivals, but never at Food and Wine because it is always like this.
Yep.
But we're gonna have a little snack today. I'm so excited. This is something I've never done, and it's probably very different from what my grandfather had, but
it is in the building he had it in.
Yep. All right, we acquired our items. I went with the unnecessarily spicy wings. It's a much longer name. Here they are. And I kind of panicked because they said that the Parmesan wings just had butter on them, and I like a saucy wing. So I got these, and now I'm scared. That's why I keep you around.
And I got, I was super curious, I got the Impossible chicken tenders. It's covered in buffalo sauce and vegan blue cheese.
Those smell so good.
Yeah.
Like the buffalo, you know when buffalo sauce gets in your nose hairs?
Yeah, I was just super curious. Am I? Do you want to try these first?
Why? Are you warning me?
No.
Are you saying this is gonna ruin me?
No,
I
said in my review that I found these less spicy than last year.
Well, last year you had like a breakdown about them, so. Pretty darn good.
Pretty darn good. Are we doing For a chicken tender, you're expecting more of a crunch for sure, like from just the casing in general. But as far as wow, just put all of our napkins in the sauce. But as far as the actual taste of buffalo, there is a kick to the buffalo. Like it's definitely spicy, but it's not like Disney spicy.
I think we've talked about this before.
Have we?
Morningstar chicken patties.
Oh my gosh.
You love them?
I
love them.
Morningstar
These
chicken
taste like
patties.
Morningstar chicken patties.
Totally agree.
Tenders with sauce on them. So that's pretty good. All right, grab a drum.
Good.
I'm kind of scared. They're spicy.
They're spicy, but they're not as spicy as previous years.
This also, they're pretty spicy.
They're not as spicy as last time. Oh no! What did I do?
You don't think that's spicy?
Not as much as last year. Last year messed me up. I feel pretty okay. It's Quincy.
I like spice too.
Oh no! What
You
did
see me eat
I do?
spicy stuff a lot.
Yeah, you seem to eat spicy stuff a lot. Last year it destroyed me.
Yeah.
And this year I don't find it's that hot.
They're hot.
You can have
These are not unspicy, I want to say too. Which I'm kind of impressed in general with the quality of. Are we on hot ones?
Your favorite childhood memory?
Test track.
Can we get some milk?
As chicken wings go, they're pretty good. Really meaty. Lot to
We're
them.
not gonna see Quincy for 3 days after this.
I'm missing some of the crisp on the edges. This is really hot. I'm missing some of the crisp on the edges of the wing.
You're pacing. It's so funny to me.
I'm like sweating.
I know you are. As far as Disney wings go, sometimes we have to make a decision.
I need to process. I'm having more of this.
Having more spicy?
I don't think this was in my grandpa's perfect day.
Oh, cute shirt.
Thank you.
The after effects are crazy though. I'll give it that.
Like later or like what I'm dealing with?
What I'm experiencing right now.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely got worse, which this is Carolina Reaper pepper. I'm from Carolina. I know about it. Actually,
I was dead once. I know about Reapers.
my parents live in the town where the Carolina Reaper pepper was created. Do you want to know the origin story for the pepper?
I would at a later time because it's starting to affect me a little more now.
No, you have to hear it. Since we're spending our day exploring World Showcase, we're going to be a bit leisurely here and just kind of do what calls to us. We are currently, don't worry, on the way to ice cream. There's ice cream at Refreshment Outpost, which because Norway doesn't exist, it's only 2 pavilions away.
Actually, I might get a different tweet.
3 pavilions away. 2 pavilions. You're gonna get. What are you gonna? You're gonna get a margarita.
I might get a different tweet.
He's gonna get it.
Because.
Oh wait,
the
I
bet,
won.
The bet.
The bet. Her bet. Oh yeah. Okay. Actually, get a little frozen marg as the cool off.
Frozen marg. There is no line.
No line. I've been seeing this a lot lately, actually.
I also love when your mariachi band is indoors.
Me too. This is my mariachi band.
Your mariachi band.
This is Mariachi Cobre, which, as Sage mentioned, is one of my favorite entertainment offerings in all of Disney World. They are an incredible historic mariachi band, and they do often play outside, but sometimes, depending on weather, heat, or just if you're lucky, they play inside the Mexico Pavilion, which is a incredible vibe because inside the Mexico Pavilion looks like outside, and the music is so good. You can find their music online too. But this is the Cava del Tequila, well known to be one of the best bars in Disney World. It is, as you can see, very small. There is some seating. The only food they serve are chips, queso, guac, and salsa. All very good of the things I just listed, and great with an incredible margarita. I do actually recommend sitting down in here because you'll get your drink presented in glassware, and the drinks are really high-end cocktails, more than you might think. So they kind of deserve a little glassware. However, it's also great because the spot's grab and go. Is this our spot? But it's a pretty extensive menu of different liquors, spirits, and especially cocktails, both margaritas and not. Lots of really good stuff here. And I have to decide what I want to get.
What'd you get, Quincy?
The frozen avocado margarita. This is kind of an iconic favorite for many. I love it. I like other margaritas better than this, but I come back to this whenever I want something frozen because it really is the best of the best. And I don't love avocado like that, but it's sweet. It's tasty.
I did one of my favorite things I like to do where I talk to the bartender and I say, hey, what's a great mid-range reposado, one that I haven't had before, which they don't know. I'll tell them that. And he said, it's this. And he surprises me.
Sage touched his eyes and we didn't get all the sauce off our hands. He didn't want me to tell you, I'm telling you.
My eye burns for
And he
a bit.
put unnecessarily spicy sauce in his eye.
Yeah, don't touch your eyes after eating this. Anyway, I like to try the tequilas and just try different things. They are great, amazing bartenders who have a pretty solid knowledge and just price range. Hey, I want to try this tequila. Reposado, Blanco, Añejo, it's up to you. Cheers.
I've been drinking and I've gotten great
Wow.
things. Sorry, you were talking.
Cheers. Love a reposado.
Can you send me a photo of your signature? I need to forge it. So,
You see that lake out there?
yeah, we're looking at it as we head from Mexico to the pavilion that's right next to it.
Which is China.
China.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely
There's nothing
else here.
No.
Strange. Wow.
It's a nice watery day.
Really great lake out there.
Kind of a lot of dead space here. You'd think they would put another pavilion in.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, we can hope.
Something that I always like doing in China, because we're gonna eat later again, is I love looking at the Disney like Shanghai resort.
This is truly my two favorite things to do in this pavilion. Look at this exhibit. There is a Circle Vision film here. It is a little dated. It's
It is a little
beautiful
dated.
scenes of China.
Yep.
And worth doing if you need a little AC, but it is a little dated. I also like getting foreign chip flavors.
I love foreign
Yeah.
flavors.
In the gift shop, the House of Good Fortune, they do have
That's the name of my next band.
foreign chip flavors.
We are-
Listen up, we're foreign chip flavors.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is a new song we have called Prawn Ranch.
Oh, that hit for me.
Thanks. So I was thinking, since neither of us are hungry, we go to All You Can Eat Beer Garden.
Perfect.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't, even though that's one of my favorites.
And it opened in 1982.
And it was open in 1982. We have a different restaurant that we're headed to that we have reservations for a little bit later. And I'll tell you, being full right now does not bode well for that one either. So our activity in Germany is going to be to shop around, although I did ask what souvenirs they purchased, and he said none. He said none that I can recall, to be fair. So Sage did that thing where you make a custom tiara, and for some reason he did it for his daughter instead of me, which is kind of weird. Which tiara would you pick?
For you?
No, for you. Well, actually, yeah. I'll pick for you and you pick for me.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna go. I think it's this. And let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because with your D&D Renaissance scenario, I think this gives the most Renaissance. Anytime I think of Quincy, just because of your aura and your water bottle and your hair, there's an orange gemstone in there.
I like that choice.
Okay.
This is not a joke. My pick for you was this crown.
That's crazy.
That is not a joke. I swear on my life.
Why?
Because I was between this one and this one. Because they gave the most regal to me. And I feel like you have a lot of presence and take up a lot of space in like a positive way. Italia. We've weirdly ended up in the list of pavilions that don't have too much to do other than eat and drink. And wander around, which is actually maybe my biggest Epcot tip that I learned very practically on my first ever sort of adult brother-sister trip to Disney World. My brother and I made a point to try to do things we had never done before. So that literally meant things like the Frozen show that we were a little too old for by the time they opened. And we liked it a lot.
Yeah.
But it also meant doing things a little more in depth than we ever had. So we'd always done World Showcase with my parents, but we had never, we were kids. You don't want to go look at stuff when you're a kid.
Yeah.
So we ended up wandering through all of the pavilions and found all these cool like nooks and crannies and exhibits that we didn't know existed.
Explore.
And it was a really magical experience, honestly. One of my favorite Disney memories. So I highly recommend exploring World Showcase. And this man can't resist a stage.
Why are you guys walking around the stage? Like everybody's like walking around it, like no one's
Get
on it.
on the stage.
Get on the stage.
Get on the stage.
This is your moment.
Oh gosh. Somebody get him. We gotta continue on to the American Adventure, where we actually have our one attraction.
Oh, your Gumpa does the actual like the American Adventure?
He didn't mention it, but I'm guessing that he did it. And even if he didn't do it, I know that he would like it. Because one, you know how, I don't know if your family has this, I know a lot of families have this, there's the person who does all the genealogy.
Yeah.
That's my grandpa. He does an
Interesting.
incredible job with it. And I love reading all of the notes he's taken. My favorite fact from our genealogy is that I'm directly descended from a person who, when he passed, the hearse carriage that his body was being carried in ran over a kid on a bicycle.
Oh my gosh.
The kid was fine. But isn't that incredible?
Is it?
I mean, I feel like it's long ago enough that we could say it is. There have been some updates to the American Adventure, but not too many. This show is a really incredible show, and honestly doesn't get all the credit it deserves as like an Epcot mainstay.
Right.
Because this building, which is literally on the clock of the map, it is a massive landmark for Epcot, was built specifically to house this attraction, so much so that it is one of the only places in Disney World that you will find forced perspective used to make a building look smaller. So this is actually a 3-story building that has been, 5-story building?
5-story building.
That has been made to look 3-story. And it houses one of the most technologically incredible shows there is today.
Yeah.
Much less in 1982 when it opened. It is a show that goes through American history.
Hosted by Thomas Jefferson and Mark Twain.
Hosted by Ben Franklin and Mark Twain.
Sorry.
But Thomas Jefferson's there.
Yes, hosted by Ben Franklin and Mark Twain, that's what Quincy and I like to call ourselves.
All the time. Who's who? Wait, no, that's
We've
obvious.
talked about this.
Yeah, it's obvious.
You let us know in the comments. We know it's obvious.
Yeah.
You tell us
Who's
in the
Mark
comments.
Twain and who's Ben Franklin?
We know the answer.
It's obvious.
It's obvious.
Now that you've seen clips from the show, hopefully you know who is who. It's obvious.
Definitely is a little bit of a longer
Yeah.
stretch of time,
Yeah.
which, you know, pros and cons there, but it's one of the most comfortable theaters in the park, and lots of fun AC, and just like a fun animatronic show,
Yeah.
so many different things, and I wouldn't say it's a must-do, but definitely an Epcot staple.
There are some people for whom I would call this a must-do, and that's folks that have never seen it and have the time. If both of those are true, see it. If you're like just bebopping at some point, just go see the show.
Absolutely.
If you are a nerd, robotics buff like me, I love seeing the cool animatronics, cool effects in Disney attractions. That's my favorite thing about Disney. It's always has been. My dad raised me that way. I told you my grandpa was an engineer. My dad was also an engineer.
Oh, heck yeah.
Why are you saying heck yeah?
Time for Japan.
Oh, it's a good reason to say heck yeah. What are we going to do in Japan? I wish I wasn't so full. I don't know how I got so full off of our like...
I mean, you had 4 wings?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, here's what the thing is, I'm not that full. I'm too full to eat something and then also have room for dinner,
Right.
which is my cautionary tale for Epcot in general. In 1982, this would have been fine because there were only table service restaurants, really. There weren't Epcot festivals back then. So there wasn't incredible food everywhere you looked in all these pavilions. So getting a big table service meal was the move, like my granddad did. Now, a big table service meal in Epcot can be really fun, but it is limiting. I'm excited for our dinner.
Limiting is a great word.
But I just want to eat a little something in all these pavilions. I don't feel like I have the stomach space to also eat a big dinner if I do that.
Eating around the world and drinking around the world, I think, are two of the best inventions made by AllEars.net. And
We didn't invent those.
I'm pretty sure we
Okay,
did.
yeah. Shut up. It's gacha machines. Have you ever done
fun.
gachas?
No.
Oh, we're doing this. This is our Japan activity.
Okay.
Okay, so this is new. I saw this on AllEars when I believe actually Breedlove found this on one of his reporting walks. But gacha is huge in Japan. It is something you can literally go to these buildings where there are like 4 or 5 stories of gacha machines. I think that Emma and I did gacha in one of our videos in actual Tokyo parks, but they are it's gachapon is the full word, and it's it's kind of like a random win thing. And for us in the US, like you might think like, oh, this is what you see at the exit of like Sonny's barbecue. And like, yes, that's true. But it's a much bigger thing in Japan. You can get much cooler things out of them. So you'll see a lot of anime things. You'll see like mini animals, like mini collection whales. And it's random what you get when you get something out of the gachapon. So,
Which one do you want to do?
oh, I don't know, man. There's so many. I'm feeling called to by the Kirby one personally. We got the one you wanted.
It's academic
We got the little academic guy.
I said it because I think it looks like you.
Oh, that's gonna look like me. He's what I look like.
That's very cute.
I love him. Hey, Sage, where are we going?
We are headed to France.
But you know what's crazy? I'm going to actual France in 2 days.
That is crazy.
And Emma and Fry are on their way right now. So
But at the time of filming.
at the time of filming. But I am in Epcot, France.
Epcot France
With
currently,
Sage.
which definitely has, I would say, a lot to do. France definitely
That's pretty much the same amount as real France to do.
You had a very specific thing you wanted to do here. What is that?
Yes, I did. Oh my gosh, I did. Hey, buddy, shouldn't have reminded me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a very strange thing I want to do here that some of you may remember me literally saying, oh, I'm going to make Sage do this.
What is it? I was so confused.
So I'm going to go ahead and preface and say I'm going to do it with you.
Oh, it's sardines. No way, dude. I have never done sardines in my life. Are these different flavored
Yes,
sardines?
and you can just buy these in the France Pavilion.
That's crazy. No, I've never done this ever. I want to be very clear.
It's going to happen. It's happening.
There is a chance you will see me gag again.
He says again because there's footage that we will never release of Sage throwing up in a bush from him eating seafood. All right, doing things we've never done before in Disney World
Eating sardines.
that you can buy here. Sage picks the chili pepper one. Don't tell too much.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I do feel inclined to take a photo of this. You can pick your sardine first.
No. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, for the folks at home.
Oh my gosh.
Now I can smell it. It smells like cat food.
Don't say
Sorry.
that.
Okay.
I'm gonna gag. Oh my god, it's.
Are you gonna bite it or put the whole thing in your mouth?
I think I have. fish?
I'm gonna bite the side. I think I'm gonna bite like a corn cob. I'm scared now. I put him up to this, and I'm now scared.
Okay,
cheers. I did not like the bone aspect. Are you?
Whoa, that is the spine. I think. 3, 2, 1, go. Hold on. I'm doing everything I can to not gag on camera.
I like tinned fish. I love canned tuna. I love tinned fish in oil. This is not for me.
It's like eating food that isn't food.
I also have to say I'm tasting no chili.
There's no chili.
Like I was expecting the oil to have more of it. It looked like it was going to be
It tastes like
infused.
greasy raw fish.
It tastes like it's texturally not that far off from canned shredded like tuna.
Yep, that's true.
Which is why I'm not having a horrifically visceral reaction.
It's just such a fish taste.
It is extremely fishy, and the oil has absorbed the taste of the fish and none of the chilies. And it's all over our hands, and we didn't plan for this, and they didn't have any napkins because who's eating the sardines in Epcot? Also, who's buying those besides us? You okay? You need a camembert chip?
Yes, I do.
A 45-minute wait for Remy, but the single rider line will be a walk-on to a 5-minute wait. It is all the time, even when the line is really long. It's awesome. I don't think Gumpa would like the mouse ride. Yeah, I think that the things that Gumpa would like about these rides are the more like technological feats of them, and trackless is cool. Maybe he'd like it as a trackless experience. But that's kind of how my dad is too. Like he prefers, he likes to look at a Pepper's ghost, which is a magic trick, and he likes it. He doesn't want to look at like my parents do not like Flight of Passage because it's just, they were like, first of all, the first time they wrote it, and only time they wrote it, I think, it stopped 2 minutes in, and then they unloaded them and reloaded them, and it stopped 2 minutes again in, and then they unloaded them, and they were gonna put them back on, and my parents were like, no, thank you. So I don't think I've ever fully seen it, and I was like, oh, you gotta get the full experience, and they were like, we get it. But yeah, Remy's a bit busy here. Single rider line is technically not guaranteed to be open, but it's been open every time I've seen lately. You can tell because there's a little open sign above the door. It works incredibly. You can literally just walk pretty much to the front of the attraction in the single rider line. And that is because this is a 3-seat across attraction. Each ride vehicle holds 6 people. And most people come to Disney World in groups of 4, which means it's very easy to get seated. Or 2, which means it's very easy to get seated as a single rider. How do you feel about that ride?
I'm fine with it. Like, it's like a fun, cute ride. Because I've done it a bunch of times, it's not like, oh, this is one of my favorite rides of all time. I definitely think it is a must-do for people who've never been to Epcot before. It's one of the few thrill rides here. I would call it a thrilling ride, very similar to Spider-Man or something like that. But for me, take it or leave it.
Even the first time I rode it, didn't love it. And you want to know what my big pet peeve about it is? How jarring the transition is from the screens with their often checkered flooring in the kitchens to the undecorated concrete floor that you're riding on.
I didn't even think about that.
Totally takes me out of it, and I'm sure that is a very singular issue because no one ever talks about it.
That's
but for
funny.
me, I'm not kidding, it kind of ruins the ride for me.
I never thought about
that.
Yeah,
I hope it doesn't. I hope now you're not like, wow, this is even worse. But I've stopped this in front of this window for a good reason. Because apparently Gusteau sells anchovies in oil as well.
Yeah, I knew that's why you stopped us here, and immediately what I was drawn to was this. And I was like, no, I will not have any more of your fins today. Well, you can go this way. This way.
Well, I'm just trying to get home.
Me too, kid.
You seem like you don't have a brain.
Yep.
I don't remember the scarecrow talking like that.
Called me Ishmael. Hey, look, it's a whale.
No, don't worry. The staircase is sturdy. There's just some tricky steps.
Oh no!
I call that bad staircase.
This feels like high school improv.
It does feel like
Okay,
that.
give me a scenario.
Hedge scenario. Go. Hey, give us the hedge scenario.
Hedge scenario?
Hey, good one. We'll do that
Good one.
Sage. Sage. Oh, good.
Well
I like the hee.
Quincy has revealed to me off camera.
Oh my gosh, I forgot I have these AllEars stickers in my bag to give to people who ask us for pictures.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
And I've forgotten on everybody who's asked us today.
I know. But Quincy's revealed to me that we actually have a reservation for Rose and Crown. It is a little bit early before our reservation time, so we recommend if you're already here, UK, feet bopping around.
Absolutely insane. Hey, hey, hat.
Oh,
That's
awesome.
That's unbelievable. The dedication, my head's sweating and I just have hair.
Yes. But if you're looking to kill some time, you can definitely pop in the Rose and Crown pub, not the dining room, and just grab a quick beverage while you're waiting. It's one of my favorite. This and La Cava del Tequila are my two favorite stops.
My pro tip is that you can just walk up to the bar. It doesn't seem like it. Sometimes people will be waiting in a line. If there's a gap at the bar, you can just walk up to it. We are headed to Rose and Crown Dining Room, which was open in 1982 and was the England restaurant at the time. My granddad said that he remembered specifically eating almost none of the food. He remembered almost none of the food. He said, I'm not sure I remember eating anything, although I'm sure we did. He remembered eating at a few restaurants around World Showcase, as I mentioned earlier, but he remembered the England restaurant being particularly good. And we are very lucky that England restaurant is still here, Rose and Crown Dining Room. The other great thing about this spot is you can get yourself a reservation outside of peak time, pretty last minute. I was able to get this reservation last night for a little bit of an earlier dinner around like 5-ish. But we are now waiting for our reservation to be called, and then we'll check in at this desk and we'll head into Rose and Crown, which does have live music and fireworks views if you happen to be there in the evening. We walked up and Sage was like, I'm gonna say something crazy, but I love their Scotch egg. And I was like, I love their Scotch egg. And now we're splitting our entire meal.
Like from appetizer to
entree and
to
dessert. We're splitting everything.
That's called
friendship.
Oh good, I'm glad you were saying that.
I can't even think of something else funny that I would say.
One more time. That's called codependency.
Real. And cheers.
Cheers.
I love this.
You used to be able to order the Scotch egg at the pub?
Oh, you can? Yes.
Yeah.
This is a great tip.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite
You
things
can
to
also
do.
get the fish and chips there.
Yeah, the fish and chips and the Scotch egg, other small things you can do.
Yeah, it's like a secret though. It's not on the menu. You have to like know.
You have to literally ask.
And
hey,
we're telling you.
Yeah, but go to the pub, order the Scotch egg and a beverage.
And a lot of people react very dramatically to a Scotch egg because they're like, that sounds disgusting. I first of all think you're wrong. Second of all, that's
hard-boiled egg wrapped in bread.
Meat. It's delicious. Now, granted, there are bad Scotch eggs. Sure, if you get it at a gas station in the UK.
But also, why are you getting a Scotch egg
at a gas station
in the UK?
I'd do it. I'm gonna be honest. We don't typically recommend Rose and Crown because it's so heavy. Very heavy.
During a hot day.
During a hot day, it's very heavy. However, I find this to be one of the more consistent Disney restaurants. It's a very small menu, very small, too small. But that said, I find that consistency to be there. It's a very small menu. They make all those things well. I love the shepherd's pie. It is so flavorful. It is the perfect balance of the meat to the potatoes, in my opinion. I love the pop of the peas. Now, granted, shepherd's pie is not that exciting or fancy of a dish.
Nope.
That said, it is very English, and we are sitting comfortably on a waterside patio with a breeze, nice fans, and this beautiful thing of shepherd's pie.
And this romantic music.
I don't know if you guys can hear the music swell, but it really did. It was like the end of the movie music, and I don't what are we supposed to do? If you want to come here, I would recommend getting the bangers and mash or the shepherd's pie in my experience.
And for our dessert, we got the sticky toffee pudding, which for the first time they upgraded it, and it's not infused with rum, it's infused with whiskey.
Which I'm pretty excited about because I am not a rum gal, I am a whiskey gal.
That's so good.
That was pretty good.
That is hey, can we bring back the word moist?
Yeah, I just think it's an important word.
I think it's an important word. It's really good. It's so moist. It's
but not dense at
all.
But
it's not. It's light and it's sweet.
And honestly, I was kind of a hater because I asked her if it came with ice cream. She said no. My favorite kind of dessert is ice cream hot cake or hot pie or hot pudding. This one, she was like, it comes with custard. I was like, well, that's almost as good. I love this so much.
I'm gonna crave this.
Good. I know. So what I will say about this is we have not done a lot of rides. We did not do a lot of attractions. We didn't eat a lot of food. The amount of fun we had, despite not doing those things, I mean, particularly, I'm going to be honest, here in Epcot.
The exploratory portion of our day, I think, was my favorite. And I think it's, again, something that we say on this channel a lot is that at Disney, it's okay to explore and pretend and think do things that you typically wouldn't do in your outside life. And that was my favorite part of the day, which I did not expect.
I think something that I forget a lot, I'm a rides person, I've always been a rides person. Sure. And I forget that it's not all about the rides, that some people aren't rides people. Yep. My granddad doesn't get the rides. I'm sure you guys know somebody who doesn't get the appeal of rides.
This sounds like we're wrapping up our day.
And that's because we are. I will tell you why. A little quote from Gumpa. In his words, I recall we stayed out one evening to see some fireworks. But typically, everyone was so tired that we returned to the hotel early. And after Rose and Crown, we will be returning to the hotel early. Particularly because, and this is a Sage and Quincy thought, not a Gumpa thought, the fireworks show in Epcot right now is not our favorite. It's one of my least favorite fireworks shows of all time. So the fireworks are a quintessential part of your Disney day. Stay for them. If not, I think you can head out or grab a shorter wait on one last big ride, which is what I would have done.
I haven't met you, but Herb, thank you for your service and your HVAC duties and for setting up this amazing day. Hey Quincy, do an outro, baby.
I can do that. If you're still here, go ahead and like this video, helps us out a whole lot. And drop this secret code in the comments so we know you made it all the way. Plus, don't forget to subscribe. We have a goal of hitting 500,000 subscribers. That's 500,000.
You didn't tell me this.
And we're in the home stretch. I love to add stuff to the outro without telling them.
That's true.
We are in the home stretch though. Last little section of 500K. So we are in the home stretch. We are really trying to get there. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And you won't regret it. We upload fun games, challenges, and more from Disney World and beyond all week. Why?
Because we're serious about fun.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Bye. Hey Quincy, I know we stopped filming, but Donald.
Quack!
Yeah!